Hey everyone, Joshua Kirk here with you once again, and now it's time for my annual mid-year video where I share with you guys my favorite albums of the year so far. As you can see from the title, this is about my favorite albums of 2025 so far. So far, I've felt 2025 to be a really excellent and fruitful year for music. A lot of great albums came out. I narrowed it down to 16 albums that seem to have left the biggest impression on me so far. Now, keep in mind, these aren't the only records that I enjoyed this year. There's certainly plenty more that you will probably see on my top 50 albums when I do my lists. And also, these records are not in any particular order, so that way I don't spoil my rankings of them too much. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about these 16 records, and we're just going to get right to it. Kicking things off is an artist that I only recently got into, but who is already blowing my mind. That is Aya with Hexed. This album is just a wild, genre-bending, kind of nightmare of a record that feels like that post-PC music sound, but even more demented with the vocal performances and songwriting and the sonics of the LP. And she happened to produce this whole record herself. And yeah, it's just a fantastic, crazy LP that I just can't recommend highly enough. Up next, it is Viagra Boys coming out with yet another amazing LP with Viagra Boys, which pretty much shows the range of different things the band does. Catchy, irreverent post-punk, really like fuzzed out blues rock. And they're doing everything from dub to country to even an emotional piano ballad with the closer on the album. And yeah, Viagra Boys are just continuing to bring the heat. And yeah, this record is just the latest sort of example of that. And yeah, I love it. Moving on, we have Clipping with Dead Channel Sky. The experimental hip hop trio comes through with yet another fantastic creative LP that happens to have a bit of a dance music flair to it. Killer production from Will and John. David really shows up with his rhymes. Per usual, very interesting subject matter too. Really great features. Some really strange interludes on the album, and yeah, clipping are just really proven themselves to be like one of the most no bullshit groups in underground hip hop. Every time they drop, they really come through with a banger, and yeah, this is yet another great addition to their already very solid discography. On the topic of albums that have a clubby aesthetic to them, FK Twigs' new record, EUSEXUA, is, I think, easily her best since her first record, LP1. Yeah, Callous killed it with the production. Twigs' singing and songwriting is really quality. And yeah, this record just absolutely bangs, and it's one of the earliest kind of real standout records of the year, at least for pop music. Up next is definitely one of the most powerful and moving listening experiences I had in 2025. That is Lonnie Holley with Tonky. This record really does defy genre and categorization. It just does it all from jazz to ambient, classical, trip hop, rap. even a bit of punk. And with the themes and subject matter, it still feels like a cohesive and put together body of work. Uh, Lonnie's performances and songwriting are just absolutely engaging here too. And yeah, it's a record that I just highly recommend you experience for yourself because guaranteed you're gonna feel something from it. Which I would also say about my next record, which is Lucy Dacus, Forever is a Feeling. I really think this record is her best so far in terms of emotional depth and yeah, just great songwriting and vocal performances. Sonically, this record is kind of low key, but absolutely gorgeous and often cinematic. And this record and Lucy in general have gotten a lot of attention this year, with it being about her relationship with Julian Baker. And yeah, that's definitely quite a great thing. And it helps that she made this really quality LP out of it. That's one of the better singer-songwriter albums of the year. Speaking of great singer-songwriter albums in 2025, how about I tell you about my favorite album of the year so far? That is the debut from Jasmine 4T, You Are the Morning, which is just such a special, wonderful LP about her identity as a trans woman living in the UK and also like trauma, heartbreak, loss, and also just rebirth and kind of rediscovering your most true self. And yeah, great production from the entire Boy Genius crew. Very beautiful. Really like the flow of the record that really does showcase her versatility. And this, of course, is released via Phoebe Bridgers' Satisfactory label. And yeah, it's just an amazing, powerful album that really is proof of Jasmine's true talent, and the fact that she like really like knocked it out of the park right from album one is really something you don't always see from a lot of kind of newer artists. But yeah, that is really just proof of kind of how gifted Jasmine Forte really is. A fantastic sophomore LP from a newer rock band in 2025 is the new model Actriz record, Pirouette. This record is just, in a lot of ways, a little dancier, a little catchier, but still no less dark, intense, and just harrowing. Cole really does bring a lot of personality with his vocals on the album. They're really kind of the cherry on top of this whole record. And this album also just has so much more variety, I think, than their first record, while still having that base of that stripped back instrumentation. And yeah, it's just an amazing LP. It blew my mind when I first heard it. And yeah, it's pretty much stuck with me ever since. It will continue to do so as we get further into 2025. Now we got to move to something that doesn't punch you in the face. That's very dreamy, but it's still great. Is this Kali Uchis record, Sincerely, which is probably my favorite album of hers so far. I really love the sound of the record. It's very beautiful and full of intricacy. Uh, Callie really just sells every song with her performances, songwriting is really fantastic. I really love the flow and the way that this album just kind of like seamlessly goes from one track into the next. And with it being her first full project in a while without any features, it really does enable Callie to be more vulnerable and honest than she ever has before on record. And yeah, I just really love it. It's wonderful and really just evidence of how talented she really is as an artist. Another great pop album from this year happens to be the new HAIM album, I Quit, which I can definitely tell you is the most that they've ever fully clicked with me. Like, I knew they had potential to really just win me over with a full album. And yeah, they pretty much did that. Some of the best songwriting of their career. Again, they really do show up as vocalists here. Um, Rostam kills it with the production. It's not exactly the most revolutionary stuff, but yeah, just very intricate and creative. And I really like how they kind of go into more of a singer-songwriter aesthetic with some songs and also kind of dancier territory too. And yeah, I just can't get enough of it. I'm definitely not quitting on the Hyam sisters anytime soon. Next is probably one of my favorite electronic albums of the year so far. That is Darkside with Nothing, where the Nicholas Jar, Dave Harrington supergroup comes through with a really fantastic LP and definitely one of the better kind of vibey albums the year has provided. Some of their most kind of in your face songs like Groucho Max end up on this record. Really like how they liven up the sound with the addition of a drummer, and they really do pretty much hone in on their kind of unique, distinct take on Indietronica on this album. I'll admit it has cooled on me a little bit as the year went on, but I still very much love this record, and I highly recommend you check it out because it just bangs. Now we got to get into some real bangers with this next album. One of my favorite heavy rock and metal records of the year so far. That is the Callous Daoboys. I Don't Want to See You in Heaven. This record is chaotic and in your face, but also just full of character and there's lots of different interesting sounds on the album. Like it's not all like screaming and making a bunch of noise. There's some great melodic moments on the album. The concept I think is really cool as well. And yeah, it's definitely a pretty obvious contender for a screamo album of 2025 so far. It's an album I would highly recommend you guys check out. Like even if this kind of music isn't your thing, uh, I think you're gonna like pull something from it that is intriguing. And yeah, I love it. Next is the kind of collaborative indie country album from Julien Baker and TORRES, Send a Prayer My Way. This record is just loaded with queer country slappers. These two really have great chemistry as songwriters and performers. They kind of bring their own respective vibes to the table, and they come together harmoniously over some gorgeous production and yeah, just some really strong songs. It does taper off a little in the second half, but still, like, yeah, consistently, this record just has bop after bop on it, and yeah. Uh, I highly recommend it. Next is an album that I was really not expecting to be just wowed by in the way that I was, but yeah, it's so far my favorite pop album of the year. That is Lorde's new album, Virgin, which this record just has fantastic songwriting, performances that really do show Lorde's versatility as a vocalist amazingly well. And this record kind of feels a little more stripped back and kind of unceremonious, but like for the best because Jim Eastach's production on the album is fantastic. Each and every beat really does add to these songs in such a great way. And yeah, it was kind of a last minute addition to this lineup of albums, but I knew that I had to mention it because yeah, it's just one of the stronger pop albums this year and really proof of the really fascinating evolution Lorde has undergone as an artist. Next album is probably my favorite hip hop album of 2025 so far. That is Billy Woods with Gollywog. Billy has been on quite the run lately. He's put out a lot of amazing projects lately, and but I still like waited for the day that he would really come out with something that really just felt immense. And yeah, Gollywog is very much that record. Definitely one of his heftier records, and it's kind of all over the place with the wide variety of producers on it, but yet it never feels like too much or even as long as it is. It has just a great flow to it, and it really helps that there's just a lot of like uh, sick production, great rhymes and storytelling from Billy, some of his best yet. Awesome features, and yeah, kind of sort of a haunting vibe that kind of intertwines it in such a great way. And yeah, uh, Billy just really does it all. He crosses all the different gamuts of abstract hip hop on here, and I just can't say enough like glowing things about it because yeah, it really is sure to go down as one of the big standout releases for underground hip hop in the 2020s decade. And finally, another great rap album from this year that I want to mention is Little Simz with Lotus. Uh, Again, this is another artist that I've definitely really liked before. 2019's Gray Area is fantastic, and I've really respected like Sim's evolution as an artist, but I just really waited for the day when she would really just like floor me once again. And yeah, she did that with Lotus. This record is just a great culmination for her in terms of it brings back more of that dark urgency and mixes it with kind of the lushness and introspection. And she really gets personal and candid on this record in a way that she really hasn't before. And yeah, just a really great flow. It really keeps my attention. And yeah, it is this record really does show proof of Simz as yeah, just one of the better hip hop artists out of the UK right now. And yeah, I'm excited to hear how she evolves in the future. There you have it. Those are my favorite albums of 2025 so far. Hope you all enjoyed this video and got some good recommendations out of this. Feel free to share with me some of your favorite albums of the year in the comments. Some of you watching may have already heard some of the albums I talked about, but any ones that you haven't, yeah, do yourself a favor and go seek them out. And I think that's about all I got for this video. This is Joshua Kirk signing off.